I'm Keith from Tennessee Hills CBDs, and today we're going to talk about proper CBD oil dosage. So there's a number of ways to get CBD into your system, but today we're going to talk about CBD oil since that tends to be the most popular way of doing it. And it's the simplest way to do it, actually. So we'll talk about the other ways, a couple other ways at the end of the video, so hang around for that. But we're just going to talk about this a little bit. So first of all, most bottles are going to come in a 30 milliliter bottle, 1 ounce or 30 milliliters. So make sure that you know how many milliliters are in your bottle, because it's going to be a little bit of math. So typically a good place to start would be for the average person to take maybe 15 to 20 milligrams per 100 pounds of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, 30 milligrams would be pretty good, a pretty good place to start. So if you weighed 100 pounds, 15 milligrams. So how do you figure out how many milligrams are in a dose? Well, first of all, you need to know how many milliliters are in a bottle. Typically it's 30, but it'll say right on the bottle. Next, you need to know how many milligrams of CBD are in there. And again, it'll say that. So for this one, it is 30 milliliters in the whole bottle and 1,000 milligrams in this bottle. Another strength that we carry at Tennessee Hills CBD is 500 milligrams in the same size 30 milliliter bottle. So how do you figure all this out? So what you'll do very simply is take the total milligrams, so in this case it'd be 1,000 milligrams, and then you would divide that by how many doses or how many dropperfuls you can get. And it's about 30, a milliliter per dropperful. So there's 30 milliliters, 30 dropperfuls. So you can figure that if you divide 1,000 by 30 doses, you're going to come up with about 33 milligrams per dropperful. So that would be good for someone who's about 200 pounds. If it's somebody who's 100 pounds, you might want to do a half a dropperful. But again, we have different strengths. So this is the 500 milligrams. And if you're 100 pounds, you might take 1 dropperful. If you're 200 pounds, you might take 2. So it's just simply a little bit of math. And on our website, we'll have a little chart that you can kind of figure that out. But really, people think that they need to take a lot of CBD, and that's not necessarily the case. A lot of times, small amounts of CBD in your system, taken under the tongue, will be more than sufficient to get the job done. And by the way, you shake this up, open it up, get the air out of there, you end up with a dropper full. Just go ahead and put that under your tongue and hold it for 60 to 90 seconds. Swish around under your tongue. I'm going to swallow it so we can talk. You'd hold this for 60 to 90 seconds. Under your tongue, there's receptors. It gets into your system really quickly, then you swallow the rest of it. But this is a good rule of thumb for the dosage. Now, there are other ways of getting CBD into your system. There's smoking the flower, or there's capsules that actually have the milligrams per capsule on it, or there's gummies, and the gummies should have the amount of CBD in those gummies. But the oil tends to be most popular. You can also vape it, so you'll have the CBD liquid in the vaporizer, and then that'll have the dosage per delivery system, per cartridge. A lot of different ways to make it happen, but this is really the simplest way to do it. With the oils, do a little bit of math, look at our chart, you can figure it out very easily. So hopefully this has been helpful, and please leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Let us also know what questions you have about dosage or any other questions you might have about CBD, CBD oils, the smokable flower, vaping, the gummies, whatever you have. We also have other videos, so you might want to subscribe. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button up here so you don't miss any of our videos. We're creating a library of reference materials so you can get educated, your family and friends can get educated on the value of CBD. Also the things you might want to know that might trip you up on using it. So Again, Keith from Tennessee Hills CBD. Thanks so much for listening.